Good morning. Waiting in a hotel lobby. Sunday morning. Should see how many days it is. It's 120-ish since it started. Let's see, since that started. Since this started, AM happy calls. Found my purpose, rediscovering my passion. Peace most of the time. Taking things less personal and then more personal where they need to be. Meaning, when I take things personal, it means I really care about something. Noticing what I care about and taking that personal. So be in the truth of now. Be in your truth of now. It is all we have. Truth, I say, is your experience, your emotion, what's there. My son, we're getting ready for a gymnastics tournament event today. We were in the hot tub last night and he was speaking. He's like, you know what? The more I get in touch with myself, the better I do. This is national level champion gymnast. It's like his practice is to visualize his routines. And he says, oh, Dad, I'm visualizing that they get better every time. He says, that's the key. I said, that's great, bud. He's 14. So, and the truth of the moment changed 15 minutes ago. And that truth was just flooded of gratitude in that moment, just now. The more we can get connected, aligned to ourselves, to what peace is, what your power is, what gives you power, what power can you give? Passion. There's no passion, there's no power, there's no peace. We all have our passion. We may not all have discovered that yet. That is the direction. 30 days to in here working with you. A big piece opened up for me. And abundance, prosperity seems to follow those four: peace, power, passion, and purpose. So often we think we want to fix the current moment, either repair it or hold it fixed and not allow it to wobble, as I say. And I changed that to say no, what I want, what I desire, my end result, my future reality, what I'm going for. That is the fixed point. That's the fixed point. There in the future, when where I'm at now can move, can swing, can vary, can wobble. Because how else would this up here get clarity, get clearer? How to get there? One step at a time, one moment at a time, one truth at a time. And the truth of it is, what is the emotion? What is the emotion trying to tell me? What information is in there? It is, like my son says, like getting in touch with yourself. I found that comes from the silence. From asking, what do I choose? What do I want? I choose. No, I choose emission-free oil extraction, emission-free fertilizer, stretching water farther, stretching water further with nutrients for higher crops, better soil. And then the last one is emission-free electricity. And that one's farther off, I think, from where I sit today and the truth of it, but it's a natural progression. That's like what I want. You're not there. But man, is it moving there fast. And so that's what I want. And this keeps moving towards obvious action. So I continue to share. I ask people, what do you want? And the truth is, whatever your responses to that is your truth. And it's perfect if you don't like that question. It's perfect if you can't explore that question. It's perfect if you are trying to avoid it and get away from it. That's the truth. It's your truth. It's just information. And it says, if we can't answer that, if we resist that question, if we don't explore it, if we end up avoiding it, you'll never see it. And that's sad, because it is our peace, power, passion, and purpose is in that question. Now, when we start working for what we want, the key, the magic to it is to imagine the feeling that you'll have enjoying being, experiencing to peace, power, passion, purpose. And so what would it feel to have that, to be that, to be enjoying it, and visualize it, step into it, imagine it. There's no reason why you can't have that feeling today, right now. A lot of resistance to that. This is creative structure. We have resistance to creative structure. Creative structure only flows. So if you're flowing, you're in a creative structure. If it's not flowing, it's stuck. We oscillate between stuck and flowing, stuck and flowing, stuck and flowing, depending on our emotion, on our feeling. When you get into something you love and enjoy, time flies and you're flowing. Not even aware of it, just flowing. And when it's difficult, resistance, fighting, avoiding, stuck. Like my son said, he says, when it wasn't good enough, where I said I wanted to, I couldn't, I can't. He was using negative words. He says it didn't work out very well. I don't want to fall. There's a part of us that the unconscious part of us doesn't hear the don't or the not. It's focusing on not following will. Only focus on following. That's not what we want. Yet our whole language, or all of our words are about what we don't want, how we don't want it to be, how it shouldn't be, how it can't be. Well, all I ask is, then what do you want? So why would you tell me all the ways you don't want it? Just acknowledge what's there. That's fine, because it's a pattern. It's a story you tell yourself over and over. And it's not serving you. It's not allowing you. It doesn't allow you to get what you want. If you fixed all your problems, would that guarantee you have what you wanted? No. Going for what you want will get you what you want. See, it's easy, simple, and silly. So step one, what do you want? And feel it, imagine it. What would you be doing when you are it? You're there, you arrive. And then what's next? Now that's another step. It's important to focus through on what we're doing next so that you just don't stop right there. And why can't you have it? That's bringing it back from the future, from when you have it to now, right this moment. Why can't I have that? And what you're doing is you're creating a structure to view the resistance if you can't have it, or flow. Oh, I'll just take the obvious action to it. No big deal. Next step, next step, next, the next, now. It's positive feeling, just aware when it's not, when it's negative. Why can't I have it? So don't dwell on it, just release, let go of the story. How do you know you'd let go of the story? How do you know you let go of that? One is like, what could I do? What could I be? Who could I be now? Can I be that person who has that, who's experienced that and driven? What's the wobble? Still out the wobble. It's letting go in the wobble. And there's always an action to take. feminine and masculine, feminine or masculine, every moment of now. So how can you have that feeling now? What would you do to have that feeling? And when you sit in that tension, what do I want? What's it like now? The truth of them. In that tension, when you ask, what could I do to have that, to be that? What could I do? Obvious action has to arise. It's whether you listening to it. That's conditioning. It's a skill to listen for it. Because too often we just get stuck in patterns of why I can't, what I'm avoiding, what I can't allow happen, all around that, rather than just what could I do just to take that next step. So if we want to take that one step that opens up everything, so worldwide changes the climate, we want that one step to do it. It doesn't work that way. It's the accumulation of steps, and you never know which action lifts it up and says, oh, here it is. That's why. But when it hits, when it lands, then you know. And that's structure. You know your structure. If your structure's flowing, keep it flowing. Be grateful it's flowing and know that it'll be stuck again. Stuck, it's just information. What do I need to know? What do I need to pay attention to? I have to let go of. You know, thoughts and feelings, thoughts and emotions. Not sure which one drives the other, and it doesn't matter. But there are negative thoughts, there are positive thoughts. And yes, we can tell ourselves those as affirmations. The key is feeling it, is to allow yourself to feel it, that you can, because that releases the chemical reactions that informs all of your cells. That keeps you moving when it gets tough, when things don't go the way you want. Just knowing they will, can, when we put ourselves in structures that flow. And that for me is to, what do I want? Ground myself in my choices, ground myself in that emotion. I can't always get there quickly, but immediately better is, I don't always get there immediately because I fight it. I'm just knowing that there's a lesson inside. Good morning, Nikki.
Morning, Jesse.
How are you? It's just you and me this morning so far. Time change, eating us all up.
It's perfect.
Yes, it is.
Really is perfect. So what's up? What's happening in your world?
Well, this moment today is I'm in a hotel in Southern California on our way to
wow.
competition today.
Woohoo. Wow.
So we call it our state. championship,
Yeah.
preparing for regionals, and then preparing for nationals. So that is
Wow.
our path. And then national team. So that is his goal. That's his focus. That's his end result. And so we
Mm.
are in the support of that.
Oh, so good.
I do have to share it as best I can what my son told us last night, Mom and I.
Mm-hmm.
He works visualization, he works meditations at 14, and he visualizes his routines. And he said, Dad, he says, really, he said, when I started visualizing more of the positives, the good, like me doing it better every time, he says, I'm getting better.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
And he said, so what do you mean? And he says, well, I was saying like I wasn't happy with this, or this didn't work, or I was like angry at this, or it's like I couldn't get this. And he says, that just wasn't working.
Wow.
Oh, that's a huge lesson at 14.
Beautiful. So beautiful.
So that's what I share, and grateful, like so much gratitude for that.
Oh, God. So grateful. And you can't teach that. It has to come from him. That's what I notice. Yeah, that's what I notice. You can only give so much, and then it's what others, or just what they receive for themselves, their own lessons or their own experiences. It's very powerful. Yeah, I'm just very grateful. So I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for last night. Charles had to go to soccer. It's very cold, and we actually had snow yesterday. But he's very determined, and he follows through and went to practice and came back. And I was in his room. I was, in his room when he came. Yeah, he actually has the best view in the apartment. So I liked it. So I was sitting there, and what was beautiful is that when he came home, we just chatted a little bit, and then for reasons that it's very rare that we get to have those kind of connections, because right now, he's also 14 and he's got his own, his own things, but so this is how it went down. And as we were talking, I just mentioned what my dad actually prophetically said to me, and it came to me, and I told him, and he said to me, if Nikki has a son, Nikki, if you have a son, he's going to be very strong. And it just came to me, and I just told him that. And he actually said it many times to me in front of the whole family, or whoever was around. He said, if Nikki has a son, he's going to be very strong. And my son is very strong. My son is very strong. And it's not coming from because I'm his mother. No, he's very strong. I have a lot of feedback from all the soccer moms and everybody that knows him. He's very strong. Strong personality, strong in body, strong in mind, strong in his heart. He's just strong.
Leader.
He's good. Yeah, he's a strong leader. He's it's quite something. And and that's what I celebrate his strength, because I just celebrate his strength because it's a reflection that mirrored me. And so I felt that also my joy is that he's got so much strength, but it's joyful, it's joyful. Mm-hmm. So it brought me a lot of joy this morning to know that it's just joyful. And you can celebrate that too, you know, because he demonstrates every day. Yeah, it's beautiful to witness and to experience. So yeah, it's wonderful. And he's also very gentle. He's so gentle. And he's got such a gentleness about him, you know, like when he hugs me, he really like, he knows I love hugs. So he'll hug me, really hug me, you know. Or if I say to him, I love you, he'll always say, I love you. And even when he knows that I'm sort of like, yeah, over my time out, he'll say, Mom, I love you now. I love you, okay? I love you, but like you need to go now. Can I say it's so funny when he does that? And I go, oh, you're so clever. He says, I love you, Mom. I love you. Love you. Okay. You know what I mean? It's just like he just knows, you know, he just knows. And it's nothing for me to ask. It's just spontaneous of his heart is where it is. It's just, I do love you. I love you, but you need to go now. I need to have my space, he tells me. And I give it, and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
So I find that the strength is equal to the gentleness because that's what brings so much joy. So you can celebrate your strength, being strong, but you can also celebrate being gentle because that's also compassion and kind. And so now I put the two together. I can stay strong because I am strong. I can celebrate my strength, you know, but I can also celebrate the fact that I'm also gentle. And this is the lessons. It's not either or either. I can have both because I choose it.
Yeah. Powerful when we can put those two together.
It takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of consistency to get to that place.
Yeah, and keeping it there and continuing it, staying in it. It's like, yes, and.
Because you need both, you know.
It's really passion and strength.
And
Equals
determination.
Equals joy and determination.
Yeah.
Yeah, that passion. That passion is so much the determination. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
How does your week look? Looking forward, looking out, 7 days. 30 days, 90, 1 year.
I was very uncertain, you know, there's a lot of uncertainty came up. And I had to really understand that it's okay. There's nothing to really judge anymore. I can just embrace it because I know now that it's what I'm creating. And it's nothing to do with what I've gone through or what I haven't. It's right now. So I'm taking the experience of knowing that I'm not starting from scratch. I am coming from a place of experience, but now putting it into real creativity, like really tapping into my potential, creating, and who I want to spend it with. And even with knowing the charge of everything, you can get really quiet and gentle and say, there's nothing to explain to anyone or anybody anymore. Because people are going to receive it for themselves because they're going through their own experience. So what came to me this morning, I don't need to talk anymore. And that's quite something.
And I really enjoy when you do.
Yeah, but I find that it's very on a very slope, a slippery slope. Because when you do get stuck, yeah, not
like
everybody.
A razor's edge, because it's both sides.
Yeah. I just got to know, like, for myself, why I'm doing something, what is my intentions, but also to know that when I do reach to a place where, I get results or I succeed, knowing that others around me maybe not get, I get the results that they want, and then they either take it as a positive or they take it as a negative because it's a reflection of where they are in their lives, right? Yes. So I can't now anymore sabotage myself to play small because you can't lose the weight, right? And you can show people how much you're doing and recipes and talk about what you eat and talk about what exercise you're doing. But if you're not getting the results, then you're not getting results. You understand? So this is where I had to fight with myself to say, can I have that, as I choose health and fertility, that is something I just choose because I love it. It's nothing personal. So when I see myself, I can be comfortable in my bodysuit. I can be comfortable with me because I know that a lot of people have war with themselves with that. I understand. I witnessed that my whole life. So I can't anymore, allow that because it's a reflection of what they're choosing, and they're not choosing it because they're not having results. Does that make sense?
It does.
So the comparing or competition, that's where a lot of people make a lot of mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a lot of shifts. I've made a lot of shifts in my life right now. Big shifts, big, massive. Yes, and I also know that, I know the charge. I know where I'm charged. I know, but you can ask questions and you can say, well, what do you mean by that? No, I know. It's nothing personal. It really isn't.
No, I love the charge.
It isn't.
Oh, I love
the charge. I actually love the charge now.
Listening to it. Love listening for it.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. There's nothing to defend, nothing to, you don't need, there's nothing to defend, there's nothing to explain anymore. People are going to receive what they want to receive, right? And so when you come in with your energy, that whatever is maybe a contrast to what they're going through, you can't take it personally, right?
Yeah.
But with knowing that I'm not feeling to walk around anymore thinking I can't be myself, because I got to choose me. That's it. I'm not waiting for somebody to choose me anymore. I'm not waiting for somebody to love me anymore. I'm just choosing me. So I come first. So, and if I don't
Making
do that,
space.
I'm making my space of I'm not fighting with it anymore, it's okay. Because what is the result? Like, what do you really want to get out of this?
Yes.
I
What a
want
great
everybody.
question.
I want everybody to win. That's the thing in my
Yes.
whole life. I
Ah,
want everybody to win. Like, I am so determined to see people win. Like, it's like, it's like I put so much energy and effort into people winning. I want them to win, because the more you win, I get to win. But I also know that I understand that everyone is in their own race, and not everybody, they're going to have struggles, they're going to have difficulties, and it's okay. It's okay. Because I know the struggle. I know the struggle. But
yes, because we don't even know when the next one will come.
yeah.
It's just how we choose through it, around it, the lesson that's there. That charge, just aware,
Yeah.
where did you come from, charge? Or that's a familiar charge. I know that charge now. Love your wisdom. You supported structure. It is choice, structure, charge. What do you want? Why can't you have it? Take the action. What do you want? Your life force. Your life force. That's body first. Body. Body. Relationships with others and with things. And then most importantly, at the top of that pyramid is yourself. Yourself. And that's what I heard you speaking about. And why we can't have it. Part X, why we can't have it. All the reasons around it that's just been shaped. Our reality's been shaped by pain. And our reaction, our response to the pain, to avoid it, to not experience it, to push it away, sweep it under the rug rather than step into it, because it's uncertainty. Number two, uncertainty. Afraid, we avoid uncertainty because we've been conditioned to be rewarded from knowing what to do. And uncertainty is peace in I don't know.
Wow, that's a full. Wow.
And number three is there's always an action to take. Always work to be done. Something to go towards, to be at. And just put that string of action together, that string of pearls. All the actions are the same. They're just not all the same outcomes. We don't know until you take the step what that outcome will be because of the uncertainty.
Wow, there's it. Wow, that's it. Eh? Wow, that's it.
That is I copied that from Stutz, a Netflix documentary that Jonah Hill put together. So
I'm going to still listen to that.
I copied it. It is brilliant.
Yeah, I got to watch that movie.
Structure. It is the structure that we work with.
I'm going to really make a plan to watch that movie if it's possible. Yeah, I'm going to watch that movie maybe tonight. Yeah. I got it because I got it. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
I just wanted to acknowledge all that brilliance was, I just stood on the shoulders of a giant to, I could pull that in and be like, wow, that is so useful.
Yeah, because I just want to be around that, I just want to be around that. I just, I'm, I don't want to waste my time anymore. I'm tired of wasting time. I'm tired of wasting my energy. I just want to be around that. And I'm just receiving that now. I'm not even questioning it because I know now that it's got to do with the whispers of what I want to hear. Mm. And the more I feel that now, I can hear the whispers. Because everybody knows what they need to do. They know, they know. It's hearing the whispers of their own heart. So I think that's where the silence comes into it. It's phenomenal. It's very, very powerful. So it's not me with feeling that I got it now, withdraw completely and I won't talk now. I won't share. I won't I won't come with my experience or what I'm experiencing or what life things. No, but there's a season and there's a time for everything.
Yes.
So whatever I need to learn now, whatever I ask, what needs for me to learn, to teach me, I'm open to it. I'm open to it because I know that I'm now hearing from my own heart, my own source. Because I've always, as you and I and everyone else is powerful, we've all known that, but it's just allowing it to tap into it. It's nothing that one has more than the other. We all have it. We all are powerful. And unfortunately, you go through life going through the motions of your five senses and you think that's it. It's not. That's not what it is.
Opening our heart and allowing it to lap, to lick up, to pull in the experience of life.
And to give it to yourself. To give it to yourself.
It's like a dog, that drinks water. They put their tongue in there and then they roll it up. Lap it, then roll it up, roll it. It's like that's what our hearts can do. It's like open that heart up and just allow it to pull it all in. Wow, that's what I heard you. I felt you doing that.
Yeah.
That gives me such joy.
Yeah, it does.
When we can see it, be in it, share it together, it's like yes.
Yeah. Yes. You know, the allowing the you to allowing the gentleness and the compassion for yourself is actually a gift, because the worst person in the sense of critic, like most of us are our worst enemies, worst critic. What we tell ourselves, not what other people tell us, what we tell ourselves. So that's why when you really know now that you can have that gentleness and compassion, that gentleness and compassion can go to others, because now no matter what their critic or whatever opinion, you can just weigh it and not and look at it with a wider perspective and say, okay. Because it's all within. When you really know it's an inside job. It's your actual inside job for you to take responsibility for that, and to know that it's for you to demonstrate that, and not that you are responsible for others, but it's for you to know what you allowing. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the resistance. I'm grateful for everything that's now, you know, that I thought how it should be, how it could be. All these things I can now say. Because when you allow yourself to have that, no matter what comes from the outside, if whoever, wherever they are in their journey, it has nothing to do with you. It really hasn't. It's just a reflection of mirror. It's a mirror reflection. That's why if people have what they have and people don't have what the other people have, they're going to be envious. Envious is a natural human thing. It's not about rubbing them on the wrong side. It's just a reflection of what they feel. It's the same with having a contract with somebody, attachment. So you feel bad, so I must feel bad too. Yeah. Because then it'll be okay. If you're not happy, then I won't be happy. That's not creation. That's a choice.
That's jail.
It's a jail. And so if you're walking around with that, then thinking, oh, okay, so that's why things that do change in a person's life when they get to a place where they're succeeding, not everybody, that's when you got to realize that the enviness is going to come, because you think everyone's going to praise you and love you more, or but that's the external. When you really do it with knowing that I'm doing it because I'm just choosing it, I'm not asking for anyone to come along with me anymore. I'm not, Jesse. I'm not asking for anyone to join me anymore. I'm not asking you to love me anymore. I'm not asking you to accept it. I'm doing it because I'm doing it because it makes me know that I'm living my full my best.
Yeah.
I'm just living my best. I'm not living somebody else's best. I'm not being somebody else's best or what they want. I'm choosing it because I'm choosing it, because this is what makes me joyful. This is what gives me strength. This is what gives me purpose. And I woke up this morning and I know I shared a lot. But what I shared, I realized that a lot of people came up with saying, oh, I'm not there yet. And that made me realize you got to also know who you're sharing, what you're sharing, because not everybody's ready to hear what you're going to share. Honestly, they're not. They're only ready when they're ready. Then they'll come in agreement with you. But if they're not ready and you go tell them, oh, this is what I do because this is what it is and blah, 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 then they go and tell you. If you listen, they tell you the answer. Oh, I'm not there yet. And you go, that's right. You're not there yet. Okay. But then that is a stigma on you because you are already there. So now that you're already there, now people tell you, oh no, they're not there yet. Now you gotta freeze. Now you gotta question it. I can't question it anymore. You'll catch up. And if you don't catch up, then you don't catch up. But I am not here to be waiting on people to say, oh, I'm there. Because I know there's people there are where I am and they are celebrating with me. I'm not hitting heads. I'm not hitting heads with people. I'm with people that are already there and that I can experience that and I can feed from that. And it gives me courage. It gives me strength. And then I can even push myself even more if that's possible. Because it's like limited then I'm not holding on to resistance. I can just say, yeah. But if I'm around things that are not where they need to be because I'm there and they're not there and they actually tell me, oh, I'm not there yet. Come on. So what must I do? There's nothing for me to do.
What is like? What's there for me in that response is what's your choice, not you, but a response to that. Oh, I'm not there yet. It's like, great. I only care what your choice is to the other person, because it's what are you choosing? The other person, putting it back to them. Say, what is your choice? Because I am making mine. That's all it is. It's whatever the comparison is. It's like, and what do you choose?
Yeah, I feel a lot of release now in my body when you tell me that. I can feel it.
So that's the response to
There's
that.
There's a lot of releasing happening right now. Yeah.
Because it's the togetherness in the choice, nothing more. And like, there's nothing to compare in choices.
Yeah, like your son, life, it shouldn't be a competition, but when you're in competition, you're going to compete. He's competing with himself now.
Yes,
you see, that's the winner.
Fun.
That's the fun part of knowing that he's not going for the winning prize as much as that's the goal, but he's going into it because he's doing it because he has the capacity and he's tapping into his potential. He's tapping into his genius. He's tapping into his creativity. He's tapping into knowing that I can do this because I'm choosing this and I'm going to give it my best because I've disciplined my body. I'm consistent and I have the right leadership to lead me, knowing that he's got the support, because that's all it is. It's got nothing to do with being in competition with other people. So if people are not going to celebrate, it's not about them celebrating. It's about you celebrating you. So he can celebrate himself and he can enjoy his hard work. Because this is hard work, what he's doing, man. This is this is so much, dedication, hard work. What he does on those bars is beyond and above. Unbelievable. And I love watching that because it's just for the eyes to see that, you go, wow, beyond and above. It's like, so much work and practice and effort gets put in that. And you can either really admire that and go, wow, or you can go, that's easy. That's easy for him. He does it so easy. He's been doing it from the age of 5 years old.
And
So,
when they do it right, it looks so easy.
oh, it looks so easy when it does it right. It's just, it's really something else there. And that's where you want to be. You want to be at a place where it looks easy.
Oh,
That it actually does look easy.
choice.
So it's like a winning. You're just winning. And so I feel that, having all what you said, that he's intuitive and he can now really look within and start creating, and knowing that he's a masterpiece. He's just a masterpiece. And from the age of 14, I mean, like I said yesterday to a lady behind the teller in Whole Foods, I was putting out my groceries, and so I said to her, like, just certain things I was buying, and I said, "Yeah, smell this. Doesn't it smell good?" She said, "Yeah, it smells so good." So I said, "Right?" Huh? And then I said, "Yeah, this." And then we went into the whole remedy of, yeah, you can put this in with this, and you can make it this and this and that for your body, and this and this. She, "Oh wow, yeah." So we were going, yeah. And as I was saying, "Oh yeah, how old are you?" She said, "I'm 18." I went, "Oh, you're 18 years old." I said, "Right." I said, "Isn't that nice?" She says, I said, "Well, firstly, you're very mature for your age. But secondly, to know that you can do this now and not, with certain things that I was buying." I said, it's usually for somebody, maybe later on, because you need to build your bones, you need to do certain things, for your nutrition and all that. But you know what? You can do it now. Can you imagine you do it now? What a heads up you will be when you get to 20 and 25 and you 30. Isn't it wonderful? She said, "I'm going to do it." I said, "Yeah, do it." And I said, "You know what? You're going to be thanking yourself, your 18-year-old self, because you're already like," and this is what's so exciting, I think, with this young generation, the younger generation that's coming up. It's so exciting because they really like getting it, and they're learning really fast. And like I said to my son, if you can do this now, can you imagine, like, when you're 20 and 30, even 40, you'll be thanking yourself because you will not be having the struggles, that you know that I maybe have gone through. You know what I mean?
They're gonna be leading. Oh,
Leading like in a massive, massive way. So this is what's so exciting, to think that, wow, nothing's a mistake, because it's all the experience of just giving it to somebody else and saying, just be your best, just do what you can. And I wonder I could, and just, that's what I said this morning, So it's yeah, just wonder.
Hi, Allie. Good afternoon, evening for you.
Oh, Ellie. Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hi. Hi,
Oh,
Ellie.
I came in at the right time. I've just
You did.
been listening to you. Thank you, Nikki.
Oh, you're listening. What did you
Yeah,
hear? What did you hear, Ellie?
I heard you were talking just about, your kids and them being amazing creators,
Mm.
and they're learning so fast. Like, oh my God, it is exciting. It is really exciting. Because
It
for a
is.
while there, old people are saying, "Oh, I'm worried about the future generation." That's all you hear. So to hear that from you tonight was so amazing, because it is
Oh wow.
exciting for them. You know, there's so much going on in the world right now, and everyone's always looking on the negative
Mm,
with things, you know, and it is exciting.
yeah.
Drop my earpiece. I can still hear me.
Yeah.
Well,
We
it's
can
it's really.
set a path for hope.
Path of hope.
That is choice. Choice is hope.
Oh,
Yeah.
choosing. My God, choosing.
Uh, and then, you know, holding space for them to be choice, to make choice.
Mm,
And that goes for everyone. It's like,
mm,
even if they can't see it, it's like I see going all the way. I see going as far as I want to go. I see. I'm
mm,
speaking about this as in a partner, like a business partner.
mm.
Like we're equal as far as I'm going to go. Like when I'm done,
That's it.
though, you're on your own, man. It's like, but when
That's
I'm
it.
there, it's gonna be cool. But I don't know
Yeah.
if you want to go that far.
Oh, this is so good. Oh, this is so good with everything to do with life. Right there. Honestly, this is where I really feel made. Yeah, what you just said now, that it's it's got to do with everything in life. You can only go as far as you allow it. You can't force it. It's honestly, I've come to this realization this morning, and I know this, and I said, I know this, I've known this, I've known this, I've known this, I've known this. But now that I really say, please, please now teach me what I need to know of this, because you can only take yourself to where you want to go. You can, and only then when they make their choices, when they truly make their choice, because you can't choose for somebody. I don't know why we keep hitting butts with this. And that's when you got to give them the opportunity, and you can give them the space, and you can wait. Okay, give them a period of waiting, yeah? But it comes a time when you can't wait, because then you're setting yourself you can't move because you're waiting. What are you waiting for? It's it's very hard when you get to that place. But I've become thick skinned. I've got to have, I said this, I don't know if I should say it. No, I'd rather not say.
How, Nikki,
No,
how old are your
yeah, no.
kids?
14.
Right, because my big girl, she's 16 on Tuesday.
Oh my God.
And I'm listening, girl, I'm listening. But because I got so much out of our conversation around that a few weeks back, you know? So,
Mm,
and I managed, and I was in the wrong structure. And see, as soon as I realized that and changed my structure around it, everything's just flowed and it's just all come together, you know? And then I
yeah.
come back on again tonight and we're talking about it again. And I'm like, yeah, man, we're
Yeah,
doing
man.
this. we're,
Yeah, man.
we're doing this.
You
So,
know, that's what's so beautiful. It's like you can feel it in the air. It's like it's just so like, for me, this is uplifting. You know,
totally.
it's just like acceptance and receiving what is true, but also in the same time not being in a position to always feel that there has to be some debate about it. You know,
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
I'm not in debate anymore. You know, I have to let people be their own truth, and headbutting and all that nonsense. I'm not into that anymore. So I understand
Yeah, we're
now
not
what needs to be in my energy and in what I'm intentionally wanting to come out of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Because I want, like I said to Jassy, I want people to win. There's no question about that. Since a young girl,
Yeah.
I wanted people to win. I want to see them happy. I want to see them fulfilled. I want to see them just thriving, and I can just ride with that wave with them, and we can have fun, and we can laugh, and we can just with all the experience. It
good
doesn't have
stuff.
to be on a high.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be on that like high. It can also be on the low. But then just know that it's okay, because we'll come to neutral, and then we just keep on going. Like just pick ourselves up. Not
Yeah.
being harsh and not being negative in such a way that we sabotage ourselves and judge ourselves, that we can just like
Yeah.
embrace each other. There's no competition, man. It's just like, I got you. I really got you. And I think when you have that support, encouragement, it can take a person further than they can possibly go, because it just takes one word of encouragement. It just takes one word of kindness. It's not about being all like, it's just what it is. It's just, this is our true nature and purpose, to go into our heart and just, because love, just love.
Thank you for describing the new world we're creating, Nikki.
Craig, thank you for being in the world. It makes a better place.
It's prophetic.
Yeah, baby.
What you just said is prophetic. Hi, everybody.
Hey, morning.
Morning,
Hey,
Craig.
good morning.
I want love to win. I want love to be our first priority in our words, in our thoughts, in our feelings, in our actions, with
An
ourselves,
intention.
in our intentions, in our motives. I want us to love one another as we should love ourselves. I really, that's what's come down to. Because if love is our true nature and purpose, then why are we not choosing that every single day? Why are we harsh, and why are we so negative with ourselves?
Because there's so much pressure on us as parents, in society,
Yeah.
Kids don't realize how lucky they are with no responsibilities. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My daughter's living a good life. She's living her best life, I tell you.
I know, my son too. I mean, God, it's like, wow. But that's also what I choose for, that's what I chose,
Yeah.
I can do a little brag now. I'm going to do a little brag because I just feel to brag.
Oh, no. Help us.
I'm going to, no, but hold on to this, because this is amazing. So my son has just got into Beacon High School. It's a public school, but one of the best, #1 public school in New York. And let me tell you, baby, let me tell you about the school system. It ain't easy, okay? I've got a lot of teachers that are like really overload. And it's like, I've got principals that are my friends that running middle schools and all that. And the system is very tough. I mean, very tough. He got into the #1 high school in New York. It's Beacon High School. And it's like the best academic, the best sports, soccer, best theater, the best of everything. And let me tell you, structure has integrity, because I chose that for my son here, to have the best education. And I'm not talking about like, but it is. the best education that he could have.
That's
Because
awesome, Nikki.
I didn't get that. Okay, I didn't get that, but I chose it,
For him.
and to have him get the results this week to be in the #1 best high school in New York.
Yay.
Yeah, like
That's fucking
literally that
awesome.
caters for him, because it's all about creating projects, group activities, just like the best of the best. And wow, you know. So that's why I say that. Yeah, so that's what I'm very thankful for, you know.
Yeah. And does he know what he wants to do, Nikki?
What do you mean?
Like, as a career, has he got like
He's 14.
goals? I know, but this is the things that they're putting pressure on them at school
No,
here.
I don't give him that
Like,
pressure.
oh my God, it's
No,
it's
I
been
just
terrible.
want him to. I just want him to follow through and enjoy his life with where he is and what he's doing, and staying focused in his school, and he's got great peers. He's got great friends. He's dealing
That's
with his
awesome.
soccer group. He's you know, and
I hope
always-
that by the time he graduates, he won't need one.
amen. And that's another thing that I also feel it's got nothing to do. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah. Because what I really feel, what's happening now, it's got nothing to do with your education. This is the beauty, you know.
Mm.
This is when you really know that the focus is a superpower of just going for that end result goal, because that's how powerful we are. This is how powerful we are. We got to embrace that. And so with me going into my heart and allowing me to say, I can now really, you know, be gentle and listen, because
Yep.
the
world is
secret,
changing very quickly.
very quickly. Yeah. So I'm just tapping into source now, and I'm tapping into listening to the whispers.
New
'Cause that's how
structure
it
doesn't
come-
have careers.
Yeah. It's just a beautiful thing when you come to really know about consciousness, and like,
Well, the earth and the
it's-
cosmos are preparing these children, these people.
they
Has been for decades.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
has been since I was born, for sure.
Yeah. It's very exciting. But it's also
The preparation that I've experienced in my life for this
Yeah.
particular time in history is miraculous.
so much.
I mean,
So
how do you create somebody that can lead this? How do you do that? It's a freaking miracle. But that's true for everybody in this room.
Oh God, so
You know?
true. Eh?
If only we could start to see it.
Oh, that's what I'm asking.
How intentional
Oh,
it's all been.
Oh God, I'm asking that, Craig. I'm asking that.
Yeah. And the intention comes from the other side.
Oh,
It comes from God. It comes from source. It comes from the cosmos.
yeah.
That's where the conspiracy is.
That's what I'm asking.
It's a conspiracy to change people from the inside out.
Oh, that's
and
what I'm
change the
asking
earth
for.
from the inside out.
Oh, that's what I'm asking for.
And transform it all.
Oh.
All. And we get to create
You
it.
make me so excited, you know that? Like,
Well, I'm excited.
honestly.
I can't help
No,
it.
but I can feel the excitement happening, like through you. Like, I don't know what, like, it's so exciting. Like, this is what I spoke about Jesse this morning, you know, because this is what I want to tap into, you know, feeling that excitement in others. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just automatically just allows me to get excited. And so then I can get excited and I can perform in what I'm choosing. You know what I mean? That I can just do it because just wonder. Because this is what I asked this morning. I just want to be around that. You know, I just want to be around that.
Yeah. There's a lot of
I
old
don't want to.
souls
I
on
don't
this
want to
planet.
headbutt.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to headbutt. I can accept now where you are. There's no judgment. I'm not even like asking you to do anything. I just want to be around the energy that I can feel, that excitement of knowing that excites me, and that I can go forwards. That can drive me, to push me to say, just one more thing, one more day, one more. That's why I can put my time and energy into this, because if this is what feeds my soul. This is what has always fed my soul. To encourage each other. That's it. I really, honestly, that's my heart. I mean, honestly, I'm exhausted. I encourage. I'm about encouragement. I'm about inspiration and motivation. I'm not here to head butts with people, man. I mean, honestly, I'm telling you the truth here. It's like, call me gullible, call me a pushover. I don't know what people think of you when you are open to helping others in a way that you just energetically feel that, and they go, wow, your energy is so contagious. It's like, makes me want to just get up in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this call, I just want to get up in the morning because I know that my soul is going to be fed. This is what excites me, being around this. You know, I could be doing it, reading the news, for example. How depressing is that? Or I can stroll down my social media in the morning. But now I get up, baby. I get up. I get my side of bed. I go, no. Yeah.
Well, that's
this,
why I keep bringing up the end result for the whole planet. I keep bringing that up.
Let's just get down to the nitty gritty of what is why we're doing something. Really get to what are we trying to do here?
Well, we get so focused on this day-to-day stuff that really doesn't matter. You know, I'm here to change the planet, damn it.
Because I'm tired of that old structure business. I'm tired of hating butts with people. I'm tired of people, just in general, how people are because we're going to be around people, because this is relationships.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to be with relationships, then I just want to be in the best relationship that I'm with myself. That's it. But I also want to
where
go.
Conversation always goes, or tends to go. I shouldn't say it always goes there, because it doesn't. But we tend to be so caught up in what's happening around us, and these relationships we got and that kind of thing, and it's like, we totally miss divine intention and the truth that every single power in the cosmos is directed towards transforming planet Earth right now.
Yeah.
It's the project in the cosmos. The project.
Mm. Yeah.
It's the only place in the cosmos, actually, where the energy is this dark, and where it's heavy, and it was never intended to be that.
Oh, that's it. There's it.
We get to restore and rebirth creation as it was intended on this planet.
That's the new earth.
And we're the ones doing it. We're the souls who are embodied in human bodies right now in history. We are the ones. We are the ones. We're the chosen ones. And that way, and that went both ways. I was asked if I wanted to be here at this time in history and be part of this. And I volunteered.
We all volunteered.
I'm just telling you my experience, but I'm
Yeah,
pretty
but
sure
you know
it's
what I mean.
pretty common.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And everything in the history of my soul has prepared my soul for this experience. Everything.
That's the power of passion.
That's exactly right.
What the
Power
power
that-
of what?
intention.
That's
Intention.
the power. That's the
God,
power
is
of
it?
intention.
I'm reading
Yes.
that.
That's
I'm reading that book tonight.
I
It's like
love
the
that.
7 Faces
Yes.
of Intention.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
But
That's
the source
power
of the intention, the source of the intention is all of consciousness. It's
Yeah.
God, it's
Yeah.
source.
Yeah.
You need to read it, Nikki, if you've not read it.
What's that? Say again, Ali.
You need to read that book if you've not read it.
What is the book?
The Power of Intention.
Oh, the power of intention. Who by who?
Yeah. It's Abraham Hicks,
I-
isn't it?
I'm not
Power
sure
of
actually.
Intention.
It's in Chris's list. See if you, I'll find his list.
Power.
He's
Hi,
got like
Gina.
a recommendation. He's got a list of recommendations of books, and it's on that.
Ah, interesting.
Abraham Hicks has got a book on his list as well, but I don't think it was her that wrote that.
Power of
Mm.
Give me a
intention.
second. Let me have a look. Probably look.
I'm sure I have that book, but I don't remember who wrote it. I read it a long time ago. But anyway. But yeah,
Wayne Dwyer.
it was Wayne Dwyer.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh, Wayne Dwyer. Oh, that's
Dwyer.
good. Oh, that's good.
Wayne Dwyer.
Oh, I'm gonna check that out now.
Do
That's
it, do it.
good.
I'm halfway
You know, it's
through it.
interesting.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
interesting you
she's
brought
doing
him
it
up.
right now, my dear. I'm doing it right now. You see, this is the spark of excitement.
The Power
This
of
Here's
is
something
what
for you.
I'm all
Intention.
about. This is
Here's
what
some-
I'm all
Yeah,
about.
yeah. Here's something
This
for you.
is
Now that
what
you
I'm
mentioned
all
Wayne
about.
Dyer,
Wayne Dyer.
there's been a lot of
yes.
people that have written stuff in the last, in the last number of years in my lifetime, and so many of these people are dead. Like they're not, they've
Yeah.
died, and I just wonder if they've come back yet.
Wow.
Because I know I've been here before.
Oh, we all have. I know you. I'm not
Well,
trying
yeah,
to not
yeah.
cancel you out.
But I
understand.
wonder if these people came back to be, to fit into another piece of the puzzle, another piece of
I
the
believe
ascension,
so.
and who
I
they are.
believe so.
I believe that
Because it's
too.
exciting to think that. Because
Like people like Nikola Tesla or
yeah,
Albert Einstein
Bob Proctor.
or Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor just escaped here a few years ago.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if he's back already. I wouldn't doubt it.
And
I'm
that would
telling
be an
you, I
The
believe-
momentum is picking up like crazy.
Yes. So I got the book, Dr. Wayne Dyer, Power of Intention. Yeah,
Yep, that's the
I've
one.
got it. But I can't thank you enough for that one. Wow,
Look,
I
um,
got
look up Wayne Dyer-
movies to
look up
watch.
Wayne
I
Dyer
got
and
movies to
Intention
watch.
on-
I got books to read. I don't have
Yeah.
time for anything else.
That's
Look
it.
up-
Just
look
fill
them up
your
on
mind.
Then talk to you guys.
Yeah, look them up on YouTube.
Oh my
You'll get them
God. I
talking
know
about
I'm
it
reading.
directly.
I'm reading
So
his
just
book.
Wayne Dyer and Intention, and just put those three things in the search line, and you'll
Yeah, I got it.
probably get him talking about intention.
Oh, this is cool, hey? I love that.
But here's another side to that too. Okay, we can converse about it, and we can create it.
There's it.
You know, that's the kind of conversations I want to have.
That's me, baby. I'm
Like
all
this
there.
one we're having right now.
Amen to that. That's what I'm.
Yeah,
I'm
like
all about
talking
this.
about, like talking about the
clapping. I'm
cosmic
actually
conspiracy. And
I'm actually
know?
clapping, like literally clapping.
that
Like,
gets my
honestly,
mojo going.
I'm clapping. I'm clapping. I'm applauding this. I'm celebrating this. I'm going to feel this, and I'm. That's it. That's my intentions. I'm so grateful.
Then we'll have a
We can,
conversation around it once we've read it.
Oh, that will be so much fun. I'm going to do that.
That
I'm going
will
to do
be.
that.
it
I'll
sounds
make
like
sure
our,
to-
it sounds like our group. Sounds like a group thing. We're gonna put a little
A
focus
book
on. 'cause
club. A book club.
Yeah.
We can have our own book club.
So, hey,
We're
I
going to be
met-
writing our own books too. Trust me. We're going to be our own authors. We're going to be sharing each other's ideas and inputs and experiences to excel to the absolute best that we can move mountains. That's what I'm about.
We
Yeah,
do
baby.
our book every morning in terms of a video.
Oh, I believe that. That's it. Faith. We're planting seeds here, baby. Faith. You see, faith.
Hey,
Faith is a powerful thing, because right now it's like faith. This is faith. This is everything, the mojo, the inspiration, the intentions, the meaning, the purpose, the going forward. One thing, just one momentum, just one thing, to wake up, to be here, to know that I'm winning. I'm just tick, 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 tick. And whatever comes, adversary, whatever comes, I can say I can win on this one, because I'm in the mode, my mojo, momentum of just winning. Not in the sense of winning, but just going forwards with saying, it's so important, and so important how you start your day. So important,
it really is.
I mean, literally, to get yourself out of bed, it's so important. It's a win. No matter how you feel, it's a win.
Yeah, I got to throw something else into this conversation.
Yes, please.
Why do we have to read the book
Mm.
if we already know what's in it?
But there's 7 steps, Craig. There's seven faces, and we have to be aware
Yeah,
of them all.
I
and
know,
we
but
have
the
to
book's in the
understand
field.
them
The
all.
book's in the field, and we can access it anytime we damn well want. So why do
It
we
gives
have to
you
read the
some
book?
really cool stuff.
Because I hear what you say, and that's what I said this morning. We ask it for outside answers from everybody, from media, from others, and this and that. But you can go right into source and go, what do I need to teach? What do you need to know? What do you need to this? What do you need that? But what makes it colorful is that we can be able to also learn from each other,
Yeah.
to experience each other. Because then we're on an island by ourselves. And I don't want to be an island on myself. I want to learn. I want to have experiences with other people. I don't want to eat by myself as much as I eat by myself 99% of the time. But 1% of the time, I really enjoy having a meal with somebody. It makes me happy, And usually what makes me even, like when I really feel happy, when I'm on a call, and then I go, oh, I'm hungry. I need to eat. Then I'm eating with you.
Yeah.
But then I know I'm really digesting this because I'm not eating alone. I'm eating And that what makes it sweet. It just makes it interesting because I want to eat with other people.
Mm.
I want to break bread with other people. I want to
Isn't that what
laugh
we're
with
doing
other
right
people.
now?
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. That's why my heart right now, all that I questioned and all the things that I can say, this is what it's worth it. It's worth holding on because you are going to come to the other side. If you just hold on a little longer, just a little bitty longer, you're going to reach to the other side. And fear, as we spoke, and we, I just want to bring fear because fear is something I was looking into. Love, as we spoke about, love drives out fear. So hang on a little longer, just hang on a little longer, and you'll come to the other side and you'll be thanking yourself. Because right now I'm feeling the shift in my body. I'm releasing major sadness in my body right now. I'm serious when I tell you that. I am releasing major sadness, but it's like freshness comes up and it's like I can breathe again and it's like I can move, I can be, I can live, I can experience, I can enjoy, and I can have good intentions because I'm not here to hit headbutts with anyone. I'm tapping into source now, and that's it. I know. I know what I need to know. And this is what's more importantly, because that's my inner understanding of what God is showing me through my own discernment.
It reminds me of what Jesus said one time. He says, I'm eating things that you don't know anything about. Or my paraphrase on that is, I'm being nourished by something that's beyond food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what I love, that thing of one word that we give every morning, but by his word, you just need that. That gives strength, it gives joy, it gives love, it gives peace, it gives understanding, it's faithful, it's self-control. There's nothing for you to do than just receive it. And that's why life, God says, just receive it. Just receive it. And it's the receiving part that we also have a resistance to, because we always think that we have to work for it and earn it. But when we can open and just receive it, this is the grace. This is grace.
Yeah. We've been taught, though, to look for physical evidence of spiritual truth.
And how you say what?
Physical evidence.
Yeah.
Physical evidence of
Yeah.
spiritual truth. And it doesn't work that way.
It doesn't. And that's what makes it so.
Spiritual truth gives you spiritual evidence. And most of the time that's unseen.
And that's why he uses the foolish to show off the wise. Mm-hmm. When it comes to knowing does it come from books? Does it come from your intellect? Does it come from your degrees? No, he uses foolish things. No?
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, I hope Charles doesn't need to have a career.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Because it's not. There's no spiritual wisdom in that. There isn't.
Yeah.
All it does is feed self-consciousness. That's all it does. It's all a resume is good for.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very grateful.
It doesn't do anything
Wow.
for truth. Absolutely zero.
Hi, Tina.
Hey, Tina.
Oh, hey, Tina.
Hi.
Hello.
Well, just by listening, you all managed to put me in tears again.
Mhm.
Oh,
We're important, Tina.
Yeah, you all made perfect sense.
Each one of us is a little miracle
amen.
that keeps getting bigger,
Bigger, bigger miracle.
keeps expanding.
Amen. Amen.
And
Really,
we're part of
amen to that.
we're part of the, the bigger expansion.
So grateful. I really am grateful.
Yeah, I'm just glad I volunteered.
Oh my God. I'm also happy that you volunteered. I'm joyfully happy that you volunteered.
Well, I tried to ditch. I tried to exit and got
No,
sent back.
it's just wonderful.
That's what's so
It's just
kind of funny
wonderful.
about it. But it was important that I tried that too.
Oh God, I'm so grateful. I must have said that a couple of times now, but I can't stop. It's like I just can't stop saying I'm grateful.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so grateful to see the light. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful to know my truth. I'm so grateful to know. I'm just grateful to know all and everything and know nothing. I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful I know people's hearts. I'm just grateful that I can accept and just love. I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful because in the end of the day, I
Isn't
know that
that
I
the
can
end
just,
result?
yeah, I'm just, yeah. And there's nothing to fear of that. There's nothing to think that you're going to be a pushover, or because that's all self-conscious protection of protecting your ego. Does that make sense?
Protecting against pain,
Yeah, there's it. That's it.
protecting against uncertainty.
That's it. There's it.
There's nothing to protect.
Amen. And that's what I
Yeah.
said. I said this morning, I'm going to embrace pain. I'm going to make pain my friend. I'm not letting pain stop me anymore. I don't know if that makes sense, but honestly, I'm not going to allow let me watch my wording, because I want to say this with intention of what I said this morning. I'm going to make friend my pain, and nothing is a failure. Nothing is a mistake. And even when I can be friends with failure, I'm just a friend to it now, because that's the resistance of me always holding back, because I'm so afraid of what other people. So I now made that commitment to myself this morning, that I'm just going to be a friend to pain. And
I'll just modify that. What you said earlier was embrace the resistance.
oh, that's it. Embrace the
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
better. Yeah. Embrace
Failure
the
is
resistance.
just a label you put on an experience.
Right.
It's just a label. Right. It's not true. It's what you called it.
Wow.
All right, love to make a little space for Ali, Tina. Any
Mm.
words that you guys have for bringing in and invite you?
I think mine's turmoil today. That's my word.
Thank you, dear. Holding you, hugging you, supporting you, surrounding you, floating you up, holding you up with love. One breath at a time, just breathe it in. And that breath of love just permeates every cell of your body.
I wasn't crying like a baby till I was sat listening to you all, and you were just so right in everything that you've said.
It's funny, I jumped in as well, and I thought the same thing. I jumped in when Nikki was talking about the kids' future and the world that we're creating for the kids and how exciting it was. And I've listened to Nikki for a couple of minutes, more, and it was just everything she said was just resonated with and felt right. So I know how you feel, you know.
It can be lonely, very lonely, when you know what you need to do and what you should be doing and you're cracking on with it. But everybody else is resisting around you. And you're just powerless to it, you know? It's like, I want to step into this power and I want to shine. And I actually said yesterday, do you know what? Excuse my French, I'm tired of fucking pretending to be somebody I'm not. It's about time I shone. Get your fucking shades on, because I'm not dimming myself for no fucker anymore.
Preach it, sister.
But why does it feel so bad all the time? Do you know what I mean? When you're trying to be who you are, you know?
Hey, something's coming to me for you, Tina. Embrace your powerlessness. Embrace that feeling. Give it a big hug.
I swear I've never felt like such a lonely light worker in all my life, and I know you're all out there, and that's why I'm sat here crying. I wasn't crying before, but just listening to everything you were sharing, it was already like I was getting those messages, do you know what I mean? And I hadn't even said a word, and you were all just so right, you know what I mean? And that's why I'm sat here in bits, being a knob. Because you've all basically answered everything that I've put out there. Do you know what I mean? I had another dip yesterday, I had another fall yesterday. And it was really, really nasty and really, really bad. And I just lay in bed all day wondering what the hell, you know, I'm fighting so hard. And I just don't want to fight anymore. I just want to be, this is me, deal with it or fuck off, basically. You know, I could put it any clearer. It's like, what are people not getting about that? Why is it such a bad thing to just want to be and stand in your truth and just be? You know what I mean? Why Why does it have to bring such conflict? I can't understand. I can't understand. He's like tired now. I'm tired. Because all that does is I just take that with me then, and I think, what did I do? What did I say? What, you know, I'm constantly having to look at myself and check myself all the time. And I don't want to be doing that. It's like I'm talking from my heart. I don't know what else I can do. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's like, this is my heart. There's no hidden agenda. There's no motives. This is just me being. Why is it such a big fucking issue? You know? Because I'm fully aware. I've been doing this spiritual work for such a long time, like 24 plus years now. And I know that you get upgrades. I know you get tested. And I know, you know, I know all this, but it's just so unsure all the time. You don't know, I'm following all of it to the best of my ability, but it's just being pulled back. And I'm tired of being pulled back. It's like, no, I'm not going to get pulled back. If I'm on my own doing this, I don't care anymore. I'm tired of trying to explain. Since when does my psychicness become an issue? When does my conspiracy theory stuff become an issue? When does my truth, my beliefs, I'm not forcing them on anyone. Why is it an issue? Because they're important to me, And it's just one more thing all the time. It's like, get over yourself, you know what I mean?
Embrace the wobble. Embracing the wobble.
Oh, that was from last time, yeah.
The wobble. The wobble. That's all it is. It's just a wobble. It's when we go for what we want, we tell ourselves why we can't have it. And that creates a wobble. Step out of it. Step out of it with your true choice. True choice. That is what I would love. That is what I love. That is what I love.
But Jesse, isn't it a decision? It's a decision. Right, Jesse?
Choice, yes. Go take it, yeah.
Because Jesse, like when you make that decision, no matter what the wobble comes, you can decide then that's your choice. That's your choice. And so when other wobbles come, and they will come, that you can then put the stake in the ground and say, okay, I can respect that, but this is what we're choosing, like we said early on. We're all making our choices here. So it's not about coming in that agreement. It's a boundary, like you said. It's just allowing yourself to be accepted of where you are and allowing others then to speak into your life that could add on to your life, that you can then know that that's the action step to take, because you can't see the wobble. Sometimes others can see it. And that's when you know you're in the right space, when somebody's giving you constructive criticism, they're actually pulling you down. There's a difference. And that's the truth of setting it free, because when you get to hear somebody giving you clear instructions of what, letting you know to take the next obvious action step, that you can see that. Because sometimes you're blinded, you can't see it. And that's why it's so important to have the right encouragement, the right support to let you see, no, it's a little bit like that way. You need to just go a little bit that way, And then you decide to make that decision. There's no force. So can you feed back on? Can you feedback on that, Jessie?
I know what I need to be doing,
Mm.
and I'm doing it, and that's the problem.
What's that, Tina?
Mm.
What are you doing?
I'm growing, and
Yeah.
I'm growing, and I'm being, and I'm okay with that. You know, it's almost like I'm shedding the skin again, an upgrade, whatever you want to call it. I'm following it. I'm doing it. You know, it keeps coming back to the same thing over and over again. That, you know, I don't think, I know now, my light bothers people.
Oh, say
When
that
I-
again. Say that
when-
again, Tina. Say that again.
My light bothers some people.
Mm-hmm.
And when I
Mm-hmm.
start taking steps to reclaim, it becomes a big deal. And I'm the one that's left wondering. And that's not fair, because I just feel like I've been there for everybody else. I've done everything that I could possibly do. I'm not asking for much, you know, just be me. I'm free to be me. And it's such a big deal. I'm just tired of feeling alone, just for wanting to be me. I can understand if I was a nasty bitch, you know what I mean? I'm not squeaky clean, I'm not blameless, I'm not any of those things. But I'm just trying to be as truthful and as honest and as congruent and as sincere a person that I could be. And all right, I can't take responsibility for what other people think or how they interpret something, but this person knows that I struggle anyway. Try and always find the right words, and that's because of the trauma in my life. He just thinks, so it's just an excuse. Everything out of my mouth to him is an excuse, and it hurts like hell because this shit's real to me. It's not an excuse. And I'm tired of hearing it now, and every single time there's a conflict, there's more and more stuff added onto it, and it's like, what the fuck, you know? Is there anything? And then he's asking, well, why would I think that way? You know, you're like, really? You forgot you said that shit? You know what I mean?
What do you want?
Just want to be me, and I want to be happy, and I know I can be those things. I just
Focus
don't
on that.
want this turmoil anymore. I'm tired of my brain constantly whirring around with just shit all the time that I try so hard to get rid of, and then it gets put back in there, and I don't understand.
Who puts it back in?
Me, because I overthink everything. I'm on guard all the time. I can't relax. I try everything. I do gong baths, I do meditations, I go for walks, I do all that stuff. I talk to doctors, I take my medication, I do everything I'm supposed to do. And it doesn't change anything.
It's that straight.
I know I think I'll be absolutely happier when I'm on my own. And I don't know what, again, then there's the conflict of, well, is that just because I'm not dealing with stuff, you know? But the truth is, I'm tired. I'm tired of dealing with stuff. You know, I need to breathe. Like I said the other day, I'm tired of not breathing.
Mhm.
I'm 50 years old, for goodness sake. It's like, really? Come on, you know?
Where do you breathe the best? When you're walking. Time for another walk.
Yeah, go to that tree. That was awesome.
It may not be that tree, it may be a new tree. Who knows?
Maybe another one that winks.
Yeah, see, now we got a giggle. Do you see the giggle?
Yeah.
The giggle. There's no wobbles in the giggles. Find that space. You create that space. No one else does it to you. Only when we're giving our power away do we allow that. It's your choice. It's your power. Your light. Exactly. No one's going to give it to you. Only you give it to you. We give you space for love. To be loved and to love. Everyone has choice. Everyone's choice. And when we try to put our choice into other people's choices, or other people put their choice into ours, it doesn't work. You want to be happy. Focus on that. What do I need to be happy today? Do that. That's the obvious action every moment of now. Love that, embrace that. And everything that the obstacles that are in the way, it's just feedback, it's information. That's for what's next. Yes, and what's next? Yes, and what's next? Yes, and what's next? Practice that, and you will move. So what's your choice for this moment? Always an action. What's your action?
Rest.
Good. Rest. Good. Rest in happy. Rest. Rest in peace. Rest in you. Rest in your power. Rest in your joy. Rest in your light. Gather it, gather it, gather it, accumulate it so that you can give it out.
The irony is, I pulled a card yesterday in the thick of it all. It basically said exactly what we've all been talking about, and it just confirmed about holding your line. Even though it's not nice, but I don't like hurting people, you know what I mean? Not my intention. But then when you get it confirmed, then it's like, well, this is what's needed right now in order, like you said, for the shift to happen or the move or whatever it is.
That
And
down,
it just
that wobble,
yeah,
wobble, you come out of the valley, you hit the peak, your peak's going to go into the valley. It's like, especially these big shifts like this.
yeah.
This awareness that's like, oh, it's just information. It's a lesson. What lesson?
And I keep trying to remember that this, the person's not, I'm making a conscious effort to spiritually evolve or evolve anyway as a person, constantly making. So it was inevitable it was going to tip, you know, a big tip. Yeah, because they're not doing that. And maybe that's, like you said, what the wobble is, because it's like he's not growing with me. And I don't know whether that's his fear or what, I don't know. And he's trying to pull me back. I've no idea, but I've just told him, you know, I've laid it on the line. I've never lied to him. I've never dressed it up. It is what it is. Here you go. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm being. And if you don't like that tough shit, I'm not clipping my wings anymore, because that's how I feel. I feel like I can't fly and I want to fly, and I'm not having it anymore. I'm not having somebody telling me I can't be who I want to be because they've got an issue with that, or they don't understand that. That's not my problem, you know. That's in my heart. That's what I feel.
And what's that feeling right now as you spoke that? What did it feel like in that moment?
Calm.
Yes. Powerful, peaceful power. Peaceful power is calm. I could hear it in the voice. It's like that is your center.
I don't think anybody wants to fight, really, do they? Nobody's, nobody wants to. Sometimes it's got, and I understand that, but it does hurt.
It's a pattern. It is a pattern that we've picked up as the only way to survive. And it is not. That is powerless, and that means choiceless. And it's like neither one of those are true. Always remember your choice, and hold that choice as high as you can for others, and allow them an off ramp.
Yeah.
Allow them an off ramp. Their choice is their off ramp. I was working with Nikki this morning, not working with her, just sharing a business partner of mine. It's like my practice is to hold the highest that I can for people, the greatest, like to see the genius at the highest point. My business partner and I, it's like, yeah, I'm going to this level, and you're with me all that way in my mind until you choose to get off. I can't change that. If you want to get off earlier, I need to know. Your choice to get off, but I'm holding the end. I'm holding as far as I'm going to go. And then when I get off, you're on your own, man. Go do your thing. When I'm done with business, I'm going to go do my thing. But I also see, and I see that he doesn't hold that higher version of himself or our situation yet. It's just not in the language. It's not in the thought. It's not even there. And it's like, that's fine. He's incrementally going slower than I want.
That makes sense. Maybe in a way, because he said something to me the other day that surprised me, actually. Because even though we don't like this conflict, he said, you have me down as, I have you down as a scrapper. In other words, not a person that gives in, and I don't, as a rule of thumb. But it's like, I'm tired of fighting. A scrapper, as in, maybe he needs my strength to pull him through. I don't know, because I'm not feeling very strong right now. And I know what I should be doing. He needs my support. And in a way, can I be really honest? I feel awful saying this out loud. I know what I should be doing. to help support him. And all of those things, I empathise and sympathise, but I'm not feeling it at the moment because I feel alone. I don't feel supported, or so in a way I kind of begrudge giving to him when I'm struggling on my own. And I said the only solution I have maybe that we can get some comfort is maybe outside of that at the moment, because we can't give each other what we need. I don't know if that's fair to say, but that is my truth. My truth is I begrudge helping him when I don't feel supported, and I feel alone, and I feel lost, and I struggle alone. And and
Who's going to give you the support?
exactly, I have to give it
You.
myself. Yeah,
That a girl. That a girl. That peace, that power. Give it yourself and then give it out. Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, that's
Well,
that's
you're
basically
here.
what I've come back to, is that kind of, you know what, I've got to put in my own pot, and then if I get some stuff, then yeah, I'll gladly pass it on. I feel for him, I do.
You. We are supporting you.
And that's
So
kind
you
of
do
why I
have
jumped
support.
on. Yeah,
So you are supported. Yeah? Now you don't expect people around you to be like us in supporting you. That won't happen.
no.
Good.
Well, that's what I told him. I think I needed to find my tribe because I don't fit certain people around me anymore, or I've outgrown them, or I've left them behind, or the trash has took themselves out, whatever you want to call it. And I know that by moving with you guys or another group, and it's a new thing that I'm excited about. So I know it's the right thing. I don't know how or what yet, but I'm going with that. And he's just always shouting at me for doing things like that, though. And it's like, look, you just mind your business. If I want to do this, this is what floats my boat. Just shut your face. You know what I mean? It's nothing to do with you. I've got to take it where I can find it. And if it's not for him to understand, this is what I need. And if I can't get that from him, then I'll go somewhere else and find it.
Tina,
Yeah.
have you ever considered giving up?
Yeah. Very close yesterday. That's why I jumped up today. I was so close.
Yeah, because I heard you say, I heard you use the words constant effort. And I felt a real charge in those words. Like there's a real pressure. You're feeling a real pressure in those words. Constant effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for picking up. But that's kind of where I'm at. It's like, is that my only option now? Because I've tried everything.
Yeah. Is it time to stop trying?
Everybody around me has got an issue with me.
Yeah. Is it
So
time to stop
it's
trying,
gotta
Tina?
be me. I don't want to do anything like that. Do you know what I mean? But if it stops this crap in my head. It's not like I've not tried. I try over and over every day. I try so hard to keep going. And there's more stuff that's like it's just outweighed all the time, you know. I know it's like 2 steps forward and 3 back. And there's days where I know that's not an option, you know what I mean? And I remember my doctor saying to me, you know it's just your illness, don't you? Because there's no coming back from something like that. And I know that, you know, I hold on to anything that I can right now, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to let go. But I don't know what else to do.
But your heart just told you to rest.
Yeah. And when I do that, I get in even more trouble. Because it's all taken wrong. It's almost like, you know, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. So I just don't know what to do. I know what I need to do and what I should be doing. I'm so sorry. I really, really don't want to bring anybody else down. I'm normally quite a really resilient, strong character, but just it's
Can you
just
trust your own
spiraling
heart?
out of control.
Can you trust your own heart though, Tina?
In what way?
Your heart suggested to you that you rest.
Yeah,
Can you trust that?
I'll be honest, I'm scared.
Okay.
I do need to rest, because I know if I don't, then that's where I'm going. Do you know what I mean? And I don't
Yeah, I know.
I don't want that. I really, in my heart, I'm too nosy, you know what I'm saying, to let go.
Yeah. Okay. What would rest do for you? How would you benefit from rest?
Just to get on an even keel and just not have to think or do, or, you know, just be. A vision came in my mind yesterday. It sounds silly, but you know, like a burrito, like being wrapped up like a little burrito, and just feed it food once in a while and check it's okay. That's kind of where I'm at.
So what does that feel like, being wrapped in that burrito? What does that feel like?
It's comforting, and I haven't got any comfort, and that's what it is. I'm crying out for.
Yeah, but your heart just sent you a burrito to wrap yourself in. It's right there.
Just get a duvet, yeah, wrap myself up, check on it once in a while, and that's it. Just be until it passes.
Yeah,
It takes as long as it takes. It always feels like there's some kind of rush, and I haven't got a rush in me at the moment. I don't want to do anything.
It wouldn't be helpful right now. So you crawled in?
Yeah, it's almost like swaddling, isn't it? That's what it brings to mind, like a swaddle. I need swaddling.
Yeah.
And I know I laugh, but it's exactly what I need. It sounds ridiculous. I've been been the one for the biggest part of my life. And I'm
So
the one
perfect, though.
lead, you know.
Yeah, it's perfect. For this moment, that burrito is perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, Heart of Tina, for offering up that burrito.
It is my nourishment. Thank you.
Yeah, it's very meaningful.
I think it was like a little picture I saw. I don't know where I saw it. It was just a little simple pencil drawing that someone had done of a little somebody that's just feeling lost or what to do when someone's feeling a certain way. And it actually resonated. It was just wrap a blanket round and make them like a burrito and then just give them cuddles, or it was very comforting. It was like I said, a really simple drawing, but it resonated a lot.
So what does that mean to you?
The picture.
Yeah,
Well,
that
the
feeling of being wrapped in that burrito, what does that mean to you?
comfort, security,
Mm.
compassion,
Mm.
kindness, acknowledgement as well, I think. Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
don't feel very acknowledged. I'm not saying you guys, I'm talking about my life in general. I'm the go-to person. I'm the one that everybody comes to, but then when it goes tits up, it's also my fault. It's like, it's no wonder I get confused. And I'm to me, I'm a simple creature. I don't want much in this world, you know what I mean? I don't ask for much. Just to be seen and heard. And yeah, I'm not some bloody, I'm a warrior princess when it suits, you know what I mean? But sometimes I'm not strong and I am weak and I am vulnerable. And I think people are so used to seeing me as this knight in shining armor, and I'm not blowing smoke up my arse here, but I think that's what I feel like. It's like I'm seen as this savior for everybody else around me and all the different roles that I have. And yet, for me, I'm alone and I don't understand that.
Do you know of
And
any
when
warrior princesses that expend constant effort? Do you know of any?
No,
So why do you think you should be?
I suppose it's a different
You know,
roles.
even Joan of Arc had to take a break once in a
Yeah,
while.
yeah,
She couldn't be fighting all the time,
no, and that's
could
what I'm
she?
tired of. No, spot on.
Well, give it up.
Yeah. Well, do you know what, Craig? Everyone's losing
Every
their
once in a
shit
while,
all
you
of
got
a
to crawl
sudden.
into the. Every once in a while, you got to crawl into the damn taco.
Yeah.
Well, seriously.
No, you're right. It's amazing though. As soon as you do that and you give that up, everyone around you loses the shit, and it's like, what did I do? What did I do? I just said no, or I drew a line, or I've just retreated, or what's the problem? You know? Why am I not allowed when they're all losing their minds. No, I like that now. I'm glad I shared with the burrito, because that's exactly what I want. Just to be left alone. And like I said, just checked on every now and again.
Can I share with you one of the biggest life learnings I've ever had?
Yes.
Because I've always been a really intense person, and I'm a person that's taken responsibility for the situations, everything around me, and all that kind of stuff. My whole life, to the point where I was addicted to overdoing everything, and it nearly killed me. And I finally got to a point where it was so bad that I was on the edge of death for a long, long time. And I always had this inkling throughout my life that God would send situations into my life that would cause me to give up. and it took me more than 60 years to do that, to actually give up. Stop trying. Come to a complete stop. That's why I heard you say, that's why I heard you say constant effort.
Yeah.
Because that was me.
Yeah.
It's time to give up, Tina.
It is.
Time to start fighting that feeling of powerlessness. Time to stop fighting that. Time to embrace it instead. Crawl into that burrito with the feeling of powerlessness, of helplessness.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I know it'll pass. You're absolutely right. I've had one other time many years ago when I felt this way, and I actually didn't think I'd feel this way again, because I always had something to compare it to. I always thought, well, do you know what? I can't go any lower apart from actually succeeding in death. Couldn't get any lower than I was, so there's only one way to go. And I've always had that to compare it to. And so I was really surprised to find myself feeling that way again. I was quite shocked, to be honest, feeling that way. So in a way, I was kind of a bit disappointed in myself as well. But you're dead right, it had to happen in order to grab a hold and just, that's why I kind of joined you, I think, this week, because it's like I will take anything I can right now if it keeps me alive. Forgive me for saying it so bluntly, but if it keeps me alive, I'll take it all, because I know it'll pass and I know it'll be okay. And that's been the battle. It's that, and you have a devil and an angel on your shoulder, and it's like, you know what, you can FRO, I'm not listening to you. I've been here before, and I'll get through this, and I know I will. I don't know what state I'm going to be in by the time I get through it, but I know it'll get better. It's just, I need time. Like you said, I need time to just be and grieve or feel or all those traumas, everything, this mixed bag of crap, and decide what's important and what isn't. It's just all hit me all in one big go. And I can't unravel it all, and I know some of it's shit,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? I know that. But yes, thank you for sharing that. Because I think, not many people get or hear the pain, in a different way. I think it's, if you've been, I'm not taking anything away from anyone, but I think if you've been there, you know what to listen for, and I think that's what's been happening. I've just been crying out, and it's all been missed, and then it's been used against me, and then that's added to it more, and it's like, no, this isn't what I mean, this isn't what I meant. So then it gets internalized, and then you start thinking, well, everybody around me at the moment shouting at me, so it must be me, you know. Because my fella said the same, well, you're on the warpath with everyone, you got conflict with everyone. It's like, no, all I'm doing in my head is fighting for my rights, for who I am and what I want to be. Why is this so difficult for everybody? Why am I bad for just wanting to be who I want to be? I don't know if that's what you had or felt when you went through it. I don't know. As I say, and then I don't know if
Yeah,
it's playing tricks with me.
that's a knee-jerk reaction though, Tina.
Yeah,
When conflict shows up, your first impulse is to fight.
yeah,
But what we're doing here is, instead of fighting, you make a decision that you're going to embrace it instead.
yeah. I need to, Craig, because
Yeah,
I
you
don't want
embrace
to
it.
think about the alternative. I don't
Well,
want it
yeah,
sneaking in.
but the conflict, the way out of conflict is love.
Yeah,
It's not by fighting. Fighting
no.
just escalates it. So you got to love it.
I'll
Gotta
get him a
embrace it.
burrito. We meet with
Yeah,
happy
yeah.
things.
Yeah. And once you've embraced it, then you can start to let it go. And it will. I mean, it does.
Yeah, it does.
And stay in that burrito as long as it takes.
It is. It's exactly that, isn't it? It's just, I feel like keeping my head down, definitely.
Oh, there's been times when I've locked myself in a room for 3 days and didn't eat,
Yeah.
or, didn't eat, just, went in with a couple of bottles of water, and that was it.
Yeah. That was me the last couple of days. I only just,
Yeah.
I'm
And
proud of
that's
myself
fine.
because I had a shower today.
Yeah,
I was
I'm proud of
humming
you
for
too.
3 days, but I made myself, just little things that I try to remember from the first time. What my doctor told me, that, it's and even then it's an impulse that if you don't come back from it, if you know what I mean. He was amazing. He was like, look, just remember, this is your illness, it's not you, because if you were feeling your rational self, it wouldn't even enter into the conversation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm a fresh burrito today. I'm not a smelly one. There's no flies around me today.
You can wrap it around you and eat it at the same time.
Yeah. Oh.